What's up everyone? Empire Magazine has supposedly just done a Game of Thrones Season 7 preview, and in it, they released Jon Snow's true name. Now before I announce that, well, it's Jaehaerys Targaryen, is what they're claiming. Now I would take this with a grain of salt because they could have easily just looked something up on the internet and slipped that in, and that's what everyone's about to go bonkers over. But just in case it's legit, let's go ahead and discuss some previous Targaryens who had the name of Jaehaerys and what they were like. Jaehaerys the First Targaryen, also known as the Conciliator or the Wise King and also the Old King, was the fourth Targaryen to actually sit the Iron Throne. He ascended to power in 48 AC, AC standing for Aegon's conquest, following the death of his uncle, King Maegor the Cruel. That guy was a son of a bitch. Jaehaerys was known as the longest reigning Targaryen monarch, and he reigned for 55 years. He was a dragon rider, and he rode the dragon, Vermithor, who was the largest, second after Balerion, and then after Balerion it was Vhagar, and then the third one was King Jaehaerys the First Dragon, Vermithor. But even still, well, we know Drogon's going to be the size of a 757, so maybe he was even bigger than Balerion, dare I might say. Jaehaerys the Second Targaryen was actually the 16th Targaryen king to sit the throne, and he was the son of King Aegon V. Now, I wanted to talk about him because if the rumors from this website are true, this is actually Jon Snow's great-grandfather. Now, he was the father of King Mad Aerys the Second Targaryen, and the grandfather of Rhaegar, Viserys, or Golden Crown, like I like to call him, and then my wife, Queen Daenerys. Now, there's not much to be said about this guy. He was pretty much sick his whole life. He was pale, very frail, and he had, large sunken in, which he had the traditional Targaryen purple eyes. He only ruled for like 3 years, and he ended up dying at the young age of 37. I will say that this Jaehaerys is the one who originated the quote that having a Targaryen is like flipping, it's like having two sides to the coin. You flip it. Either one side they'll be batshit insane, and the other side they'll be relatively normal. Next up is Jon Snow's father. It's Rhaegar Targaryen, and he was actually the eldest son of King Aerys the Second Targaryen, and Aerys the Mad King's sister wife, Queen Rhaella. He was known as the Prince of Dragonstone and the Crown Prince for the Iron Throne, like basically next in line to take power after the Mad King. Rhaegar was pretty freaking popular among the peons or small folk. He died during Robert's Rebellion, which was triggered by his abduction of Lyanna Stark, which we all know he more likely wooed her and then snuck her off to Dorne, and he ended up dying in single combat by none other than the great Robert Baratheon at the Ruby Ford during the Battle of the Trident. Now, it would kind of make sense for Rhaegar to name his son, or one of his sons, after King Jaehaerys. He would probably want to like wipe the name, or kind of like he obviously wouldn't name him Aerys, because that would be after his father, who was known as the Mad King. So he might be naming Jon not after the sickly Jaehaerys the Second, but Jaehaerys the First, the one who was known for reigning the longest. Now this guy Rhaegar was obsessed with prophecy. He thought himself ice and fire, so he figured his offspring, or actually he figured himself, he would be the one to basically be Azor Ahai, but it turns out the more likely candidate is his son Jon Snow, so it would make sense for him to just want to carry on his tradition and name his son after one of the longest reigning Targaryen kings. Quoting the clip from the article directly, which once again was Empire Magazine, it says, "As we saw in last season, episode 6, Bran's character was psychic time-traveling green sight revealed the true nature of Jon Snow's birth or heritage and his real name, Jaehaerys Targaryen." Now this is quoted that Bran said this directly. Bran now is in this precarious situation in which it's just him and Mira Reed, and he has all this information that could change the entire story. And it's not just about Jon, he also knows about the origin of the White Walkers too. Now like I said, take this with a grain of salt, because the magazine could have easily ripped something from offline and then put it in this clip because they knew it would make everyone go nuts. The part where it does say his name, Jaehaerys Targaryen, is not a direct quote. They don't have it in quotations as if Isaac Hempstead Wright, the actor who plays Bran, said it directly. So I want you guys to let me know what you think down in the comment section. I did a video last year about how I thought Jon Snow's true name should be Aemon Targaryen because it makes sense. There's foreshadowing in the books where he's playing with Robb, his older brother, beneath the Crypts of Winterfell, and Rob says, I'm Florian the Fool, and Jon Snow says, well, if you're that, then I'm Aemon the Dragon Knight. And I thought it would be, you know, pretty cool if we could kind of have something like that onto the show. But there were some professional lip readers who supposedly said it was Jaehaerys, so this could be where this article, this Empire magazine, is pulling this information from those same sources, the expert lip readers. I honestly don't know. I'm excited to find out, and we're almost exactly 1 month away from Game of Thrones. It's gonna go down. I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name's Mark, and if you would like to enter my contest for this lovely Daenerys Dark Horse figurine, all you have to do is like this video, comment down below, hop on Twitter and on Instagram and follow me. My name's Mark, once again, and this has been Sir Hunt's Reviews.